Welcome to the 40th episode of Season 10 of Eagle News for Friday, November 11th, 2016.
Today we have a special broadcast for Veterans Day.
My name is Megan.
And my name is Gracie. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
As you may already know, today is Veterans Day, and Heights is celebrating Living History Day next Friday, November 18th.
Let's go check out a video about it.
Hey Eagles! Living History Day is coming up soon. Let's go learn more about it. Veterans Day is held across the country on November 11th, but here at Heights we have our own celebration on November 18th.
Operation Buckeye is a huge part of Living History Day here at Heights. We ask students to bring in supplies, and the organization makes packages to send to active military. Also, for Operation Buckeye, we will be selling t-shirts for $10. The 6th graders will be buying red shirts, the 7th graders will be buying blue shirts, and the 8th graders will be buying white shirts. Then we hope to go out onto the field and make an American flag and have Channel 4 do an aerial view of us and send the pictures to the troops. And make sure you turn in the order forms to the box outside of the office.
This is the Wall of Remembrance. We encourage students to fill out a red brick if the person they know or their relative has unfortunately passed away. Encourage them to fill out a blue brick if they're still living but have served in the past or are still serving. Let's go interview Mrs. Policino.
What made you want to do Living History Day here at Heights?
I came to Heights. I thought it was a great chance to bring it to a different group of students and a different group of staff members.
What do you have in store for our Living History Day this year?
We're going to start the day out with our veterans walking in, and we have a red carpet with a balloon arch that they'll walk through. They'll meet up, they'll register, get pinned with a little carnation, and then they get to meet up with an 8th grade buddy that will take them to breakfast. At breakfast we have our orchestra playing for them. Then the 8th graders will come down for an honor assembly where we will recognize the veterans. All the 8th grader buddies will be giving their veteran during the assembly their little gift. We have a couple musical pieces that will be sung, and then after that we will dismiss all of the veterans to classrooms where they will be able to speak with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
I'm so excited that now that I'm an 8th grader, I get to be more involved in the assembly and having a buddy. Okay, so last question. Is this your favorite day of the year?
By far, it's my favorite day of the year, especially when I get to see the interaction between the kids and the veterans. We have 80-some veterans that will be in attendance, and we like to give each veteran an 8th grade buddy that will be their chaperone for the day. The difficulty comes with selecting buddies because you want everybody to be one, and we have such a great group of kids, it's difficult to decide who gets to and who doesn't. If you are bringing a person with you, a veteran that is a family member or a friend, you will obviously be chosen to be with that person. If you do not have a person in your family that you are bringing then and are interested, we are going to have you put your name on a slip of paper in history class. We'll put all those names into a big box, and then Mr. Buckerfield, Mrs. Osborne, and I will randomly draw the 60 names that we need to fill in the spots for buddies so that it's fair.
Thank you. We are looking forward to welcoming our veterans next Friday.
Now headlines.
In 1954, President Eisenhower officially changed the name of the holiday from Armistice Day to Veterans Day.
In 1968, the Uniform Holidays Bill was passed by Congress, which moved the celebration of Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October.
The law went into effect in 1971, but in 1975, President Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the important historical significance of the date.
Here's a Did You Know About Veterans Day video from our friends at History.com.
Let's go check it out.
You probably know that every year on November 11th, Americans celebrate Veterans Day to honor the millions of men and women who have served or are serving in the nation's armed forces. But bet you didn't know the whole story behind the holiday. For starters, it wasn't originally called Veterans Day, but Armistice Day, to commemorate the truce signed between the Allies and Germany in World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. The first Armistice Day in the U.S. was celebrated on November 11th, 1919. All business was suspended for 2 minutes starting at 11 a.m., and parades and public gatherings were held to commemorate the occasion. Later, America also began honoring its unknown soldiers on Armistice Day, a tradition that continues today. At 11 a.m. every Veterans Day, a color guard ceremony represents all branches of the military at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. In 1954, the name was changed to Veterans Day, following a national campaign to have the day honor all veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And did you know, for 7 years, Veterans Day was actually celebrated in October? In 1968, Congress moved Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October so that government employees could enjoy a long weekend. But in 1975, President Gerald Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the historical significance, and that's where it sits on the calendar today. And do you know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Both of them honor those men and women who have served in the military, but Memorial Day honors America's war dead, while Veterans Day honors all American veterans, living and dead. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there are currently over 21 million living military veterans in the United States. More than 16 million of these served during times of war, while 5.5 million served during peacetime only. So this Veterans Day, don't forget to say thanks to some of the millions of men and women who have served our country.
Last week, Channel 4 was here with Matt Barnes to take a closer look at what Heights is doing for Veterans Day and the upcoming Living History Day next Friday.
This is on the news this morning on NBC4 in Columbus.
And students, please listen carefully because the quality is not great because it was recorded on Mr. Meta's phone this morning.
Let's play the video.
Thank you, Bob. Well, on this Veterans Day, it's always nice to see and share stories of ways to honor those who have served our nation. It's even more special when it involves our young people. And Powell, the students at Heights Middle School are spending not just today, but the whole month honoring the military.
Even though that we just celebrate them for a small amount of time, it's really every day, all day. Even we may not be thinking about them at that exact moment, but they're always in our hearts and in our minds.
At Heights Middle School, it's become tradition, coming together as a student body to honor our heroes.
Of the veterans organizations that I've talked to, and I said, what is it that means the most to you? And it isn't just the thank you, is they want to see people doing something. And this was our way of actually doing it.
And so for the second year in a row, the school is partnering with Operation Buckeye, an organization that sends boxes to troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. Boxes that contain everything from snacks to deodorant to Beanie Babies. And this month, the students will collect those items to send overseas.
We're able to honor them in so many ways, and we're allowing them to see that we're saying, even though you're off there fighting for us, we're still allowing you to see our piece of home. We're thinking about you every time that we look at something.
The students will also write a letter or note to the soldier, adding a personal touch to each and every box.
Middle school is such a perfect opportunity to instill that appreciation in the kids. At this age, it's so much more about how you make them feel and how they make other people feel.
This has become a passion with me. Why? Because I was there. And I love the troops for what they do. Thank you.
Now, along with Operation Buckeye, the students have also been buying T-shirts and a fundraiser for the troops. And sometime in the next few weeks, about 900 students will line up on the football field to form an American flag. We can't wait to see that. And of course, today, veterans are being honored for their service.
Switch it, go.
Thank you, Channel 4, for coming to our school, and we hope to see you in the near future.
Did you know that Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11th? Armistice Day on November 11th, 1919, the first anniversary of the end of World War I. Congress passed a resolution in 1926 for an annual observance, and November 11th became a national holiday beginning in 1938.
Today, we salute all the men and women who have served for our country from Heights Middle School. Thank you.
Veterans Day is the day we honor, respect our men and women who served our country.
Thank you, veterans.
A very special day during our school year. Many of you know veterans. I have several relatives that have served or currently serve. It means a lot to me as a principal, as a person, as a father, and human being that they sacrifice their freedom for us to be free. So happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you, veterans. Veterans Day is a very special holiday because it hopefully will get all of us to remember all the people that have sacrificed their lives, have served in the military, just really to keep our way of life going. There's a lot of bad in this world, and there's some very brave men and women that go places and defend our country and defend our way of life. And it's amazing to me. They are 18 years old, they're 30 years old, it doesn't matter. They are very special people, and we need to appreciate them more than just on Veterans Day. They're just great people.
Thank you, veterans.
To me means appreciating those who have served and giving thanks and saying thanks to any military member of any of the armed forces. And it's about remembering the past and also remembering the ones that are still serving now. And just to say thank you for everything that they do in order to help protect us and, you know, where we live. So.
Thank you, veterans.
Veterans Day is very important to me because it's a time when we can honor the military or people who have served and helped to provide this safe country that we live in.
Thank you, veterans. Operation Buckeye was formed to send boxes to our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Last year, almost 5,000 boxes were sent to the men and women of our armed forces.
To date, over 3,000 boxes have been sent. 30,000 boxes have been sent.
Trying to bring a touch of home and brighten the day of a soldier, the boxes contain items that are both treats and necessities.
Check out what items we need you to donate next week.
Hey Eagles, do you remember Operation Buckeye? This collection drive helps support our troops, and it runs from November 7th to November 16th. Here's what to bring in for 6th grade.
Donation items are hot chocolate mix, fruit snacks, Slim Jims, chapstick or lip balm, foot powder, hand sanitizer, and Beanie Babies.
These are the items for 7th grade.
The donations for 7th grade are granola bars, microwave popcorn, tuna, deodorant, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, and Beanie Babies. The donations for 8th grade include
Slim Jims, Q-tips, toothbrushes, toothpaste, drink mix packets, hand sanitizer, and Beanie Babies.
Dear advisories, we are going to be running about 5 minutes late, so we hope you stick with us. Birthdays.
Famous people celebrating a birthday today are
Georges Patton,
George Armstrong Custer,
Jessica Lynch,
and Irena Sendler.
Eagles celebrating a birthday today are
Maria Bell,
Alexis Drew,
Olivia Duza,
Adam Allen,
Anthony Herzog,
and Evan Waldo.
Happy
birthday! Current event. Did you know that Britain, France, Australia, and Canada also commemorate the veterans of World War I and II on or near November 11th?
Canada has Remembrance Day, while Britain has Remembrance Sunday, the second Sunday of November.
In Europe, Britain, and the Commonwealth countries, it is common to observe 2 minutes of silence at 11 a.m. every November 11th.
Here's a tribute to our Veterans Day.
And you ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this kind and clear. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again. I need someplace simple where we could live, and something only you can give, and that's faith and trust and peace while we're alive. And the one poor child who saved this world, and there's 10 million more who probably could, if we all just stopped and said a prayer for them. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
Thank you for watching Eagle News.
I am Megan.
And I am Gracie.
Thank you again to all the veterans who have served our country.
We are looking forward to hosting them next Friday. Have a great day, Eagles, and a great weekend.
I served for about 34 months in the Pacific during World War II.
Serving in the infantry and serving in the combat.
I served in Desert Storm, 18 years in the military.
5 years in the United States Navy Reserve.
I served in Vietnam, almost 2 years.
I served in the United States Army.
Combat zone in Afghanistan.
I served for 20 years.
1950. United States Coast Guard.
I served in the United States Marine Corps.
1970.
I served in the U.S. Navy.
I served.
I served.
I served. I served.
I served.
A veteran means you gave service to your country. May have been 2 years, it may have been 4 years, it may have been 20 years.
No matter how somebody served or what time frame they served in, whether they went to war or not, they served this country.
They look just like the guy on the street, and that's exactly what they are. The average person who was willing to make a sacrifice, go in the service, and do what was asked of them.
When you give up X amount of years of your life just so that other people can have a better quality of life, that's what we need to remember.
They're not doing it for gratitude. They're not doing it for a pat on the back. Individuals are out there volunteering because they care about this country.
It's our veterans that make our nation what it is and who it is and how it is.
We wouldn't have that without the people who are willing to serve.
Take a moment to recognize that ordinary person who, out of their own life, took some time to do something else for their country.